You need to see this before tomorrow. June 3rd isn't just another day on the calendar, it's a cosmic checkpoint cloaked in the quiet intensity of a first quarter moon. If you've been feeling restless, distant, or strangely aware, this is why. And if you ignore this energy shift, you might miss a life-altering message. So, stay with me. June 3rd isn't just a date, it's a spiritual pivot. A moment where the universe pauses, breathes, and gently shifts the course of those who are listening. The first quarter moon, on this day, is like a cosmic checkpoint, quietly asking you, are you still on the path your soul chose? It doesn't demand an answer in words. It watches your energy, your thoughts, your heart. And if you've drifted, it starts to rearrange things. You might feel confused or even lost, but that discomfort is just divine redirection, an invisible hand nudging you back into alignment. Often we think of growth as loud, breakthroughs, epiphanies, fireworks, but not this time. This moon phase brings a different kind of transformation. Old timelines begin to collapse, not always with chaos, but with subtle closures. Conversations that don't feel the same, paths that suddenly look unfamiliar, plans that feel like someone else's dream. It's not failure. It's your higher self gently burning the bridges that no longer serve the future you're meant to step into. Whether you're aware or not, your spirit is being tuned like an ancient instrument, refined and realigned to a purpose far greater than your present worry or fear. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before the noise, before the doubt, before the detour. The path ahead might not be clear, but trust that the shift is sacred. You are being positioned, not punished. The first quarter moon doesn't arrive to comfort you. It arrives to challenge you. Its purpose is to interrupt the illusion of stability, to push you out of autopilot and into conscious living. Plans you thought were solid may suddenly feel shaky. You might begin to question decisions you were once sure of. But this discomfort isn't a punishment, it's a sign that you've outgrown your current chapter, and the universe is inviting you to look deeper, to shift, to evolve. Change begins here, not always by choice, but always by design. There's a sacred discomfort that comes with growth, and this moon phase knows how to bring it forth. You may feel uncertain or conflicted, but that inner tension is fertile ground for breakthrough. It forces you to pause and reflect. Is this really the life I want? Is this really my path? In that questioning, clarity begins to rise. It might not come in lightning bolts. It may come through quiet insight, forgotten dreams resurfacing, or a sudden change in how you feel around certain people or situations. What once felt aligned now feels off. That's transformation knocking. Think of this moon like a divine dealer reshuffling the deck of your life. Not to take something away, but to reveal the card you were always meant to hold. The job you lose, the person who pulls away, the project that stalls. It's not failure. It's correction. It's guidance. It's the universe peeling away what's in the way so your true path can rise. You're not being thrown off course. You're finally being shown the one that was always yours. There's a quiet ache in the distance you may be feeling right now. Friends withdrawing, conversations drying up, invitations no longer arriving. It can feel like rejection. But it's not. This is spiritual isolation, and it's not punishment. It's preparation. You are being separated not because you're less, but because you're becoming more. The space around you isn't empty. It's sacred. It's the universe creating room for downloads, clarity, and alignment to pour in without noise, distraction, or interference. Sometimes your presence becomes unreadable to those who no longer vibrate at your level. It's not that they dislike you, it's that they can no longer find you. You've become energetically invisible to what once recognized you. That's what happens when you start rising. People, patterns, and problems that once made sense start to fade. You might feel lonely in the process, but trust this. Solitude is not absence. It is activation. It is within this silence that the deepest truths of who you are begin to rise to the surface. Being emptied doesn't mean you are broken. It means the universe is clearing out what you thought you needed to make space for what your soul has always deserved. This sacred pause, this uncomfortable stillness, it's not a void. It's a womb. You're being recreated quietly, without applause or validation. And when the time is right, the right people, opportunities, and energies will find you. Not the old version, but the one who rose from the quiet. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for daily cosmic insights, astrology updates, and spiritual guidance, because the universe always has a message for you. You're not imagining it. Something is watching you. But it's not the eyes of the world. It's something far more intimate, far more sacred. Your higher self is observing from within, silently watching your choices, your thoughts, your patterns. Not to judge, but to understand if you're truly ready to step into the version of yourself you once dreamed about. This isn't about external success or performance. This is about soul readiness. Who are you when no one is looking? What energy do you carry when there's no reward for being good? This season brings what can only be described as a spiritual scan. Your soul is checking for alignment, whether your actions reflect your inner knowing. You'll notice it through subtle signs: a number that follows you, a song lyric that repeats in your mind, a dream that lingers longer than it should. These are not random moments, they're checkpoints. You're being asked to pay attention, to show up, to take responsibility for the energy you're cultivating. The test isn't out there, it's in here. The beauty of this process is that nothing external needs to change before you shift. This inner gaze from your higher self is gentle but persistent. It doesn't demand, it reveals. And the more aware you become, the more you'll realize that life has been quietly speaking to you all along. Every sign, every whisper, every tug at your intuition. It's your future self trying to guide you home. Don't ignore it. Lean in. The invitation to evolve has already been sent. You just need to accept it. This moment you're living through, it isn't brand new. It's ancient, sacred, familiar in a way that language can't quite explain. The feelings rising within you now aren't random, they're remembered. You're not discovering a path, you're retracing one. Long before you had a name, a job, or a fear of being misunderstood, your soul made agreements. It chose lessons. It chose timing. And now, those dormant codes are reawakening. That deep pull you feel? It's not toward something new. It's toward something eternal inside you finally waking back up. What if today isn't the destination, but the rehearsal? What if this very moment is a quiet preview of something greater waiting in the wings? The moon on June 3rd is more than a phase. It's a projector, casting glimpses of the future in subtle flashes. A conversation that feels like déjà vu, a stranger who leaves an unusual impact, a decision that feels heavier than it should. These are not small things. They are energetic blueprints, seeds that will grow into chapters you've yet to write. That's why presence matters now more than ever. This is a time to tune in to the stillness between life's noise. The spiritual prototype of your future is being drafted, not through grand declarations, but through how you show up in the quiet. Every choice, every feeling, every inner response, it echoes. So pay attention to who reappears, what feels repeated, and where your intuition pulls you. Because when the bigger moment arrives, it will feel like you've already lived it before. And that's not coincidence. It's destiny remembering its way back to you. Lately, you might feel like something is off. You're not late, but life feels like it's moving ahead without you. That dragging feeling, the subtle disconnection, the uncertainty, it's not failure. It's a spiritual lag. Your soul is syncing up with a timeline that already exists in the unseen. The universe is ahead, gently tugging you forward, asking you to trust the process even when the pace feels strange. You don't need to force it. You don't need to chase. Let the lag be sacred. Let it guide you, not frustrate you. This is what alignment really looks like. Not perfect clarity, but patient surrender. The growth you're undergoing isn't chaotic or loud. It's soft, private. It hums beneath the surface of your daily routine. There are no loud alarms or flashing signs, just a deeper sense that something inside you is shifting. You might not be able to explain it, and that's okay. This kind of awakening isn't meant to be broadcast, it's meant to be felt. And the quieter you become, the louder your soul speaks. Don't mistake stillness for stagnation. This is movement happening at a higher frequency. It may not show up on your calendar or in your to-do list, but it's real. Your intuition is sharpening. Your inner compass is recalibrating. The truth is, some awakenings don't come with lightning. They come with clarity. And when it arrives, you'll just know. Not because someone told you, but because something within you finally stopped resisting and started remembering. The moon doesn't always announce its work, it simply begins. And when it does, it's like a quiet surgeon cutting the energetic cords you no longer need. Old habits, lingering attachments, patterns you swore you'd never break. Suddenly, they start to dissolve without effort. You may wake up one day and realize the craving is gone. The emotional grip someone had on you, weakened. The overthinking loop, silenced. That's not just healing, it's higher intervention. It's the moon doing the deep clearing your willpower couldn't reach. But here's the truth. You'll only feel it if you're still enough to notice. This moon doesn't shout. It doesn't come with drama or declarations. It whispers. It works in the background, beneath your ego, inside your soul. It's not going to show up with signs taped to your door. It's going to rise through the stillness within you. And if you're rushing, performing, or proving, you'll miss the doorway that only opens in quiet awareness. Because the signal isn't out there, it's humming from your own becoming. You are not here to chase a sign, you are the sign. You've been the sign all along. This moon's final gift is remembrance, not of who you think you should be, but of who you've always been. You don't need a breakthrough, you need a soft return, a sacred reunion with the self you forgot in the noise. This isn't a time to prove your worth to the world. It's a time to remember your worth was never up for debate. So breathe, go still, and let the moon complete what your soul has always longed for. Comment below, I am aligned with the moon's shift. Like this video if the energy already found you, and subscribe, because these spiritual updates are just beginning.